Hey guys, welcome back. So today I want to show you something I've been working on. A dark forest scene that I relighted using ultra dynamic sky, and I'm pretty happy with how the atmosphere turned out. I'm going to break down exactly what I did, keep it simple, and hopefully it will be useful for you guys. So let's get into it. So first, a quick thing about the setup. I'm using two actors together, Ultra Dynamic Sky and Ultra Dynamic Weather. These are designed to work as a pair. UDS handles the sky, the lighting, the moon, the fog rendering, basically everything visual. UDW is the weather controller. It talks to UDS and tells it what the weather state should be. So instead of tweaking fog directly on UDS, you actually drive it through the UDW. That's important to know and understand before we get into the parameters. For the base lighting mode, I kept it really simple in UDS. I set the project mode to cinematic offline. This gives you the best quality rendering, no game performance compromises. Then I enable simulate real sun and simulate real moon, and I set a specific latitude and longitude to get a natural moon position in the sky. I pushed the time of day late night, so the moon becomes the only natural light source. The result is that cold, desaturated blue light you see coming from above, while the torches feel warm and dominant because everything else is so dark. Now the fog. In UDS under fog density, I set the base fog density to around 0.033. This is relatively low on its own, but then I added a foggy density contribution of 0.29, which kicks in when the fog value is high. And the fog value I'm driving from UDW is 6.34, so it's very foggy state, which activates that extra density contribution. Together, these two values give you that thick, heavy atmosphere without making the whole scene completely white and washed out. Then under volumetric fog, which is enabled, the key settings are ground fog height and ground fog height noise. I set the height to about 69 centimeters, which keeps the fog very low, basically hugging the ground, and the height noise value of 2.28 breaks up the fog edge so it doesn't look like a perfectly flat plane. It feels organic, like real mist sitting between rocks and roots. And then the wind fog. This one lives in ultradynamic weather, not UDS. Under the post-process wind fog section in UDW, there are two key sliders, PPWF intensity from fog. I set this to about 0.99, which means the wind fog intensity is fully tied to how foggy the weather state is. So since my fog value is high, the wind fog is also strong. Then PPWF intensity scale, I dialed this down to about 0.6. This is the overall scale of the effect, and keeping it below 1 prevents it from becoming too heavy and overwhelming the scene. You want it drifting and subtle, not a veil of white. What wind fog actually does is add a post-process layer of animated moving mist that flows through the scene. Combined with the ground fog from UDS, you get two layers. One that sits still low on the ground and one that drifts through the air above it. That layering is what gives the scene that depth and atmosphere. And that's almost it. Two actors, a handful of sliders, and you get a result like this. UDS and UDW together are incredibly powerful if you actually take the time to understand how they talk to each other. If you enjoyed this breakdown, leave it a like, it genuinely helps. And if you want more environment and lighting content, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.